Hey guys, it's Xander from Player's Perspective. The following video is a segment from our podcast. If you like the video, you can check out our other content on YouTube, such as segments like these, or you can check out our full length podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. So, our next topic is a very big topic. It's the potential Russian coup that was going on. Now, it does seem like it is over, but I still want to go over like all the stuff that was happening. Pretty crazy stuff, and interesting what it might do to Putin's position in Russia. So, let me pull up the Google whatever. And is that up? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. You want me to read this?
Yeah.
Latest coup updates. So this is the start of what was going on. Putin speaks, Prigozhin responds. Hold on. Let me try to give somewhat of a background first. So background for this, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but there is a mercenary group called the Wagner group, and they felt like they got fucked over. They started making a bunch of claims about the Russian invasion into Ukraine, said that Putin or the Russian government was invading for the reasons that were not stated. I guess we could also pull up that video in a little bit. I don't know. I'd have to find it though. And so this mercenary group felt like they got screwed over and felt that the Russian military was ineffective. So they decided to make a march onto Moscow, and were driving their tanks. They shot down a helicopter, and there was a couple of skirmishes. Not really sure what's going on, but that's what we know so far. Also, apparently the Prigozhin guy is friends with Putin or knew Putin, so that's all the background for this.
So the background that I got on that guy, the guy that knows Putin, so he somehow in some way got a contract to feed the Russian government. He was making like or not the Russian government, the Russian military.
Okay.
And he was making like $1.2 billion a year to do that. Now, I don't know if him specifically or if it was the company. Obviously, it was most likely his company was being paid $1.2 billion a year to
Food
feed,
supplies?
to literally just to feed the military. So, from what I understand, is he's actually a lot more powerful than a lot of people think.
Yeah, yeah.
And
He seems like
he's the one that started the private military group.
yeah. I
So
did hear about that.
yeah, so he actually, in my opinion, he's one of the stronger financially. He's one of the strongest people
Yeah,
in Russia.
he's essentially a Russian elite. Like
Yeah, yeah.
he has power in Russia.
So I can see this going in a few different directions, but let's give him the rest of this info here.
Okay. All right. Latest coup updates. Putin speaks, Prigozhin responds. Heavy clashes begin near Moscow. Putin finally made a speech in which he mentioned treason and mutiny twice, talked about Russia fighting hard for its future, labeled the events as an internal mutiny and a stab in the back, mentioned Wagner, and said he is doing anything I can to repel this attack. Wagner's chief and the leader of the coup, Yevgeny, I have no idea how to say that, Prigozhin, replied that Putin made the wrong choice and soon Russia will have a new president. Wait, he actually said that? I did not hear about that. We've had confirmed reports from multiple sources that Wagner's forces possibly defected members of the Russian military heading to Moscow. We have also received reports of the Russian airfare conducting strikes on the Wagner forces. A military warplane, the equivalent of U.S. Air Force One, is heading from UFA known for Russia's nuclear bunkers to Moscow. Interesting.
That is very interesting. I wonder if they added that little, just to be like, yeah, nuclear.
Yeah, it might be a nuclear threat. I don't think so.
Bro, when it comes to war, everybody wants to talk nukes. So
yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. It's in no one's interest to do that, but well, we'll see, I guess. A Telegram group run by senior members of Wagner mentioned that the trigger for a civil war was pulled by Putin. Okay. Reports are emerging. Yeah, very interesting. I wonder what that means, if we'll even find out anything about that.
But you see how they like add those little like they emphasize civil war, like they want you to think that war is coming. You know
yeah, I mean, this guy could be pushing an agenda, sure.
Exactly.
All right. Reports are emerging of the Russian National Guard heading to fight or join Wagner in Rostov. Local sources claim that a warplane, likely a transport aircraft, was shot down over Voronezh a short while ago. Details unclear and claims are not verified. If true, this is likely Wagner shooting down a Russian warplane. I think that might be the helicopter that we see later.
Yeah.
The above info was confirmed by various sources and analyzed by experts currently speaking live in the ongoing spaces. So this guy, Mario Nafel, has held a whole bunch of Twitter spaces talking about the supposed Russian or civil war, and apparently there's some sketchy stuff about him, but I never really found anything. I mean, I didn't look too hard. I just saw one tweet about him being a sketchy individual, so I don't know how true that is. But I mean, if he's pushing an agenda, there you go.
That he wants war. Well, he wants to push war.
I guess we can. Ooh, this is 5 minutes. Do you want to watch some of this?
Some of it, definitely not all of it. Some of it, though.
Okay.
So presidential.
Lower this.
Обращаюсь к гражданам России,
He looks like Biden's
к
Russian
личному
brother.
составу вооруженных сил, правоохранительных органов и специальных служб, к бойцам и командирам, которые сейчас сражаются на своих боевых позициях, отбивают атаки противника. Делают это героически, зная, сегодня обращаюсь к гражданам России, к личному составу вооруженных сил, правоохранительных органов и специальных служб, к бойцам и командирам, которые сейчас сражаются на своих боевых позициях.
I did not realize this is what Putin sounded like,
if
I'm being honest.
I actually don't even think I've ever heard him speak before this, if I'm being completely honest with you.
I've seen like clips of what he was talking about, but I don't think I've ever actually heard his voice.
Отбивают атаки противника. Делают это героически, зная, сегодня еще раз ночью говорил с командующими всех направлений. Обращаюсь и к тем, кого обманом или угрозами втянули в преступную авантюру, толкнули на путь тяжкого преступления, вооруженного мятежа. Россия сегодня ведет тяжелейшую борьбу за свое будущее, отражает агрессию неонацистов и их хозяев.
Yeah, if you don't know this, they're painting the Ukrainians as neo-Nazis.
Of course they are.
And apparently, I saw this. That Prigozhin guy has like the SS tattoo on his freaking like shoulder, like around here. He's got like Hitler, well, not Hitler. He's got like Nazi symbols like tatted on his chest and shit. It's weird.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I saw it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I can pull it up, but it was just very strange to see.
That is strange.
Против нас направлена фактически вся военная, экономическая, информационная машина Запада. Мы боремся за жизнь и безопасность наших людей, за наш суверенитет и независимость. за право быть и оставаться Россией, государством с тысячелетней историей.
Thousand-year shit
Это
history.
битва, когда решается судьба нашего народа,
Garbage.
требует единения всех сил, единства, консолидации и ответственности, когда в сторону должно быть
I mean, the Russians have endured a lot of shit. Like the monarchies were shit, the USSR was shit, this guy is shit. Like, I mean, Putin's like the
Never
most.
ending.
Putin's like the most non-shit person they've had.
He's on his way to being up there, though.
Yeah.
брошено все, что ослабляет нас. Любые распри, которыми могут воспользоваться и пользуются наши внешние враги, чтобы подорвать нас изнутри. И потому действия, которые раскалывают наше единство, это, по сути, отступничество от своего народа, от боевых товарищей, которые сражаются сейчас на фронте. Это удар в спину нашей стране и нашему народу. И именно такой удар был нанесен по России в 1917 году, когда страна вела Первую
Is it just
мировую
weird?
войну.
Does he seem like he's reading
Но
this?
победу у нее украли.
Oh, I mean, he probably is, for sure. But, I mean, I think he's doing pretty well for speech-wise.
Yeah, but seems scripted. Seems like
Oh.
he's going Biden on us.
I mean, I don't think he has dementia. Well, you know what's funny is a lot of people say that they think Putin has like some sort of mental disorder. I I haven't seen too many Putin clips, but I don't think that's the case. Like,
I also saw that somewhere someone said Putin had cancer.
yeah,
I don't know how true that is, but
I think people just make up shit just because they
Yeah.
want him out.
I mean, he doesn't really look like he has cancer, but then again, who knows what they do to make
Yeah,
up and
yeah.
make him look normal.
Fucking yeah, powder him up, get him looking like he's alive still.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what they do with Biden. So
Well, dude, I also saw this, that Putin puts like 3-inch spacers in his shoes to make him look taller than he is, because I guess he's only like 5'5". Like, he's actually really short.
I'd believe that. I bet a lot of leaders would do that
Yeah.
because you want to see more imposing
Mhm.
when you're, especially if you're like in more of like a dictatorship. You want to be as imposing as possible.
Yeah. One of our presidents actually used to be in a wheelchair. Who was that?
FDR.
FDR, yeah, and he pulled himself up to the podium. They would already have him standing there before everybody got in, so they didn't see him get up from the wheelchair. I think that was FDR.
Yeah.
Интриги, склоки, политиканство за спиной армии и народа обернулись величайшим потрясением, разрушением армии и распадом государства, утратой громадных территорий. В итоге трагедии гражданской войны. Русские убивали русских, братья братьев. А корыстную выгоду извлекали разного рода политические авантюристы, да зарубежные силы, которые делили страну, рвали ее на части.
They're talking about the Russian Revolution that led into the USSR, I believe.
Мы не дадим этому повториться. Защитим и наш народ, и нашу государственность от любых угроз. В том числе от внутреннего предательства. А то, с чем мы столкнулись, это именно предательство. Непомерные амбиции и личные интересы привели к измене. К измене и своей стране, и своему народу, и тому делу, за которое бок о бок с другими нашими частями и подразделениями сражались и погибали бойцы и командиры группы «Вагнер». Герои, которые освобождали Солидар и Артемовск, города и поселки Донбасса. Сражались и отдавали свои жизни за Новороссию, за единство русского мира. Их имя и славу тоже предали те, кто пытается организовать мятеж, толкает страну к анархии и братоубийству, к поражению в конечном итоге и к капитуляции. Повторю, любая внутренняя смута – смертельная угроза для нашей государственности, для нас, как нации. Это удар по России, по нашему народу. И наши действия по защите Отечества от такой угрозы будут жесткие. Все,
He's basically saying we will fuck your shit up, bro.
Literally.
Do you want to finish this? There's a minute 40 left.
Yeah, we can. Let's finish it.
кто сознательно встал на путь предательства, кто готовил вооруженный мятеж, встал на путь шантажа и террористических методов, понесут неименуемое наказание. Ответят и перед законом, и перед нашим народом. Вооруженные силы и другие государственные органы получили необходимые приказы. Дополнительные меры антитеррористического характера вводятся сейчас в Москве, Московской области, ряде других регионов. Будут также предприняты решительные действия по стабилизации ситуации в Ростове-на-Дону. Она остается сложной. Фактически заблокирована работа органов гражданского и военного управления. Как президент России и верховный главнокомандующий, как гражданин России сделаю все, чтобы отстоять страну, защитить конституционный строй, жизни и безопасности, свободу граждан. Тот, кто организовал и готовил военный мятеж, кто поднял оружие на боевых товарищей, предали Россию и ответят за это. А тех, кого пытаются втянуть в это преступление, призываю не совершать роковую и трагическую, неповторимую ошибку. Сделать единственно правильный выбор. Прекратить участие в преступных действиях. Верю, что мы сбережем и отстоим то, что дорого и свято для нас. И вместе с нашей Родиной мы одолеем любые испытания. Станем еще сильнее.
I mean, that's a pretty good speech. I'm not gonna lie.
It is a good speech. I want to know who wrote it for him.
Pretty good speech. I bet a lot of the Russians like that speech. Keeping the Russian state together, but fuck, dude. I mean, at the start of this, it was looking pretty rough.
Pretty bad, yeah.
So what is the next thing here? Oh, okay. So Putin leaves Moscow. Now, that sounds bad. Like if your political leader is leaving Moscow,
that sounds pretty bad, yeah. And
doesn't look good.
As the convoy is heading there, also, he's leaving as soon as they're. Yeah, that doesn't look.
Yeah, it definitely weakens or makes Putin feel or seem a lot more weak in leading Russia right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And who knows what that might entail in the future, because another coup might actually happen again soon. Who knows? Putin reportedly leaves Moscow. Machine gun positions around Moscow. Wagner convoy heads to Moscow. As the coup continues, here's the latest updates from our various sources live on the ongoing Twitter space. Worries of the Russian nuclear warheads moved to Belarus weeks ago. So they were moving the warheads, it sounds like?
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's good that they're moving them. I'm not entirely certain that if what do I want to call them? These military guys, if they took power, would use the nukes, but I probably wouldn't want to risk that either.
Right.
Wagner forces continue their advance to Moscow with limited strikes by the Russian Air Force. Reports of Putin and other officials leaving Moscow and heading to St. Petersburg based on the movement of military VIP aircrafts. TASS, which is government-controlled media outlet, reported that Putin is headed to St. Petersburg, but Putin's press secretary refuted those reports. It is very unusual and rare to see such a disconnect between TASS and the Kremlin. Interesting. So the government controlled media outlet is reporting news different than what the press secretary said.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, that
They need
doesn't
to get
seem.
their story straight.
Yeah, where's
That's the government controlled versus the other government controlled.
yeah.
Let's change this story to confuse everybody.
Yeah, it seems like their like political stuff is in disarray at this moment.
Well, I mean,
Like,
it's been in disarray for thousands of years, so.
well, I mean, as well, I mean, if you look at the USSR, they had like everything like lined out what you're gonna say. If you go against us, we'll fucking kill you, basically.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
if they're fucking up here of this small bit of information, then that doesn't look good. You're all right over there?
Yawn number 7,000. We're good.
This is this guy's thoughts. This is a military coup. We can no longer dispute this, and the things are moving very rapidly and are not looking good for Putin. We are seeing limited military clashes, showing likely defections among Russian forces. That doesn't look good.
No.
If your Russian military is defecting to the Wagner group, that does not look good at all.
Yeah.
Almost everything right now can't be verified and should be taken with a grain of salt. Yes. So
of course.
There's no way they have any of the ground information for this. So we have to be very careful. Like, we're not sure what exactly is going on. So don't take our word for what's going on or what this guy
what's being
said.
read. Yeah. Don't we're obviously on the same level of information as anybody that's watching this, so
yeah, we're finding a lot of this out right now, so
exactly. Most of this, 90% of this for me, so
yeah. All right, so I think this is where the scuffle happened. So the Wagner group did take down a Russian helicopter.
So we literally have a civil war, basically.
I wouldn't say civil war, but there's
definitely
shit going down.
I guess okay.
Well, it hasn't grown into a civil war yet. Right now,
but it's heading there.
Yeah, it's if this continued, and if more people started joining the Wagner group, and the Wagner group kept pushing, then we might be seeing what could potentially be a civil war. But as of right now, it does not seem like that. Not yet. Not to that extent.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, when you have, that'd be like, a group here shooting down a military plane.
Yeah.
Or helicopter, not plane, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, it would have to. So, for it to be a coup, it would have to be one of our own military members.
Yeah.
If it was a random person, which I don't know how they would get anything to shoot our stuff down, our first thought would probably be like, oh, it's just a terrorist. Like, it's not like it's not going to be like Civil War where half the people in the United States are arming up against the military or anything.
Yeah.
All right, and let's go on to the next little scuffle here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, let me.
Is that a bridge?
Yeah. So this is the Wagner group, I believe.
Wait, is that a bridge or is that just a road? I'm confused. Like, I can't tell if that's water.
No, it's just a bridge. There's another thing going across it here. This seems like land.
Yeah.
So it's not a bridge, or at least it doesn't seem like it. So this is a Wagner convoy.
Okay.
And this is the U.S. the Russian government blasting them.
Okay.
Boom.
God.
Surprised they didn't shoot another one. Maybe they were just trying to tell him to back the fuck off.
Yeah, that's
That-
crazy.
Yeah, Russian Air Force targeting a convoy of Wagner equipment on the M4 highway in the Voronezh region this morning. So, yeah, I mean, shit is going down. Now, this is Rostov. This is where the Wagner group, they're occupying the city, essentially. I mean, that is what they're doing, is occupying the city, clearing it out of any Russian military forces. But I'm not sure if there's been actual, like, shooting or anything. So tell me if you think this looks weird.
Вон вам пулеметчики.
Oop, let me turn that down just a little bit.
Вон вам пулеметчики, здравствуйте. Я хуею, ребята, блять, это пизда. Это пизда. Как будто в кино, я хуею. Вот там красные, это Минобороны. Белые вот это Вагнера. И вот Вагнера сидят.
Imagine just being out of
Шмель
the
ебать.
street for this.
Вон вам пулеметчики, здравствуйте.
What, bro? I'll be home so fast. No, but it must be like absolutely terrifying to be in a war-torn country. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't even imagine being in Ukraine. Like honestly, like
Yeah. Well, I mean, getting bombs dropped on you
Yeah, like
every other day.
I pray, like I honestly pray for all those people, honestly, because I couldn't even imagine what it's
Yeah.
like. I don't even want to imagine what it's like. Like
Yeah.
those people are so strong for like staying and fighting. Like I can't. I have so much respect for that.
Definitely lots of death and hopefully lots of heroicism going on the Ukraine side. I mean, it sucks for both the Russian military guys because, I mean, they're just invading because that's what they're being told to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ukrainians, I mean, obviously they're defending their country. So
Right.
hopefully this shit all stops, but it won't, sadly.
Yeah, it's gone too far at this point.
Okay, so now we're getting into the discussions with Prigozhin and Putin and calling it done. The coup is over.
Okay.
Prigozhin says it's over. They are going to dismantle the PMC Wagner. We came out on June 23rd, to the March of Justice. In a day, we walked to nearly 200 kilometers away from Moscow. In this time, we did not spill a single drop of blood of our fighters. Now, the moment has come when blood may spill. That's why, understanding the responsibility for spilling Russian blood on one of the sides, we are turning back our convoys and going back to the field camps according to the plan. So
they already planned this, huh?
I guess so. So
That's interesting.
no one's gonna take the Wagner seriously now, right down here. But
I'm taking them pretty serious.
yeah, I mean, I think they were more trying to like threaten. They weren't trying to like actually do a coup and overthrow Putin. They were trying to be like, you guys need to get your fucking shit together and pay
Pretty much
attention.
just letting them to know that like, hey, we're here.
Yeah.
And we're not afraid. But they should be afraid because obviously as a private military group, you do not have as much power as
The actual Russian military.
right. So they should be
Yeah.
they should be a little they honestly they're just threatening, trying to show them like there are some of us out here who don't agree with what you're doing and we'll show you. I don't know. I think a lot of the things that are going on are directly to do with who's in power. So hopefully that changes.
Well, I don't know, because like, who's gonna take Putin's mantle? Is it gonna be some other like way worse guy? So I don't know. Don't know what's gonna
Stalin Jr.?
happen. Stalin Jr. We'll see.
Imagine.
I think something else is going to happen because of this. I really do.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you.
And apparently this is them getting ready to head home. Says, boys, let's head up and go home. I'll just... Like, it looks like a bunch of civilians are in here.
Mm-hmm.
Flash the The civilians are just hanging out with them.
I know, literally. Imagine just being out there on the street, bro. I couldn't.
Just pulling out.
Couldn't imagine.
And then, okay, so this is the last thing, which I don't know if you have any thoughts on this or what. U.S. and Western officials have stated that the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, alongside the Ministry of Defense, most likely knew that Yevgeny Prigozhin and other Wagner commanders were planning something at least 48 hours in advance due to the transfer of heavy weapons and the massing of ammunitions near the border of the Rostov region. However, it is unknown why nothing was done until the coup has actually begun.
48 hours is a long time.
Yeah. I think could probably say that they were just waiting for like confirmation of what they were gonna do. But I mean, I'm not really sure. Like, people are saying, which I think is ridiculous. People are saying that they think Putin set it up, basically, but I don't know why Putin would weaken his presidential position in Russia.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense.
So, I don't know. I mean, it could have just been incompetence. What do you think?
Anything they do is incompetent, so, I mean, probably.
Do you want me to try to find that picture of the Wagner leader?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me see. Wagner leader SS. Yeah, this guy. Has these symbols.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Very
He has those
interesting.
tattooed, like,
Yeah.
on his traps, bro. What is this? That's insane. That's crazy.
I don't know what that's all about, but sure.
He's trying to take selfies to prove it, too. He's like, best see that. I want you to see it. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's got his shirt off. He's literally flexing him.
Flexing on him.
Don't know
Flexing
if this...
on him.
I mean, this could be a fake picture. I don't know. But just interesting if it is real.
Yeah, it is interesting.